Good morning. Give me a minute and I will get us going here. Takes a little bit of time to get in not only your news feeds, but mine too, so I can pull it up. So I'll be with you in a second. There it is. Okay. All right, guys. So got quite a bit of sun coming through the window there. Glare, anyway. Let me see if I can move it over this way. Good morning, Jonna. How are you today? I won't leave it at this position very long. As you can see, the face is still red. Oh my gosh, talk about sunburn. Morning, Mary. Nice to have you with us. Hi, Ian. So, yeah, never thought about sunburn on Sunday. I don't know why. You would think we would. But yeah, we were toast yesterday. We were between sunburn, windburn, and worn out. And we were going to just kick back and stay home. And then we ended up having to drive to Columbia. But that's okay. We got a big errand that had to be done run. So, all right, let's get going here. And all of a sudden, I just lost me. So, where am I? Give me a second. Okay. So you're fine, but I'm going to have to start my page over. So give me a second. Morning. Girls, don't forget, Tina Levitt is going to be with us. And if you go, I think it's on page 17 in your holiday catalog. She has the ornament. She's going to show us how to do those hoop ornaments with the macrame hoops. Ornaments with the macrame hoops. Yeah, that always jumps up there. Okay, so let me turn this around and we'll get going here. The last time I did this, Pam and I we had a mess. It was all falling apart. All right. Not bad. I can live with that. Okay. All right. So I'm going to do a double Dutch fold card with you today. Let me get this kind of organized a little better so it's out of the way. And I take that back. I'm going to do a Dutch fold, not a double. A double Dutch fold would be a little different look. But I'm going to use Festive and Fun. And I'm going to use this DSP in the back, which is Merry, Bold, and Bright. This gingham is from the... I don't know, is it called Glorious Gingham in the catalog, the annual catalog? But it pairs great with that. So this is what we're going to do today. This is my little moose here. And I have discovered I really like this set. I think this is a fun set. And this is really not my normal style. I am not into cutesy or whimsical very often. But I really like this. And I think it's just a really neat fun fold. But the thing I like best about it is that this is so much easier to do than trying to cut down. You're cutting down on your paper trimmer and then cutting across on the score line like we had to do last week. I dislike that. I really do. I don't like the fact that we don't have smooth edges and that you either have to sand it or you have to do something with cutting up and getting all of the little hanging pieces. I don't like that. I think it looks kind of bad, for lack of another word. I just don't like it. So this is my card for today, all right? But before we do that, I want to tell you, starting today, I have started my promotion. This is called Mystery Box Time. Mystery Box Time is one of my favorite times because I can pack a box as tight as I possibly can with retired product for you. You place a $75 order with me online, and I will bag up and box up. And this is a big box. I don't think it's the biggest of the priority boxes, but this one here would be All right, so I'm looking at it. It's about 14 inches across and about 3.5 inches wide. And you'll be amazed at how much stuff that we can get in that box. And because it's no weight is necessary, it's priority, so it's one price, no matter the weight. I stuff it as full as I possibly can get. I will put in retired DSP and specialty paper. I would put in retired stamp sets. I try to make sure everyone gets a retired stamp set punch bundle. I usually put a couple of 3 of retired stamp set die bundles. And then I start tucking in all the little stuff. Yes, Mary, you got one. And it is stuff. It's a bunch of stuff packed in there. I love the one I got a while ago. Great. I'm glad you did. I feel it. And people say, oh, well, if, $75, you're going to get a box of, $50 in value. And if you go 100, you're going to get 75. I don't do that. I don't do that. I need it gone. Okay. So I don't sit there and try to price it for you so that you know what you're getting. You're going to get a lot. Okay. I throw in retired embellishments, ribbons, and gems. On occasion, I throw in a past pumpkin that I have had, card kits that I had left over. I throw in lots of times I'll throw in something like a new dimensional or a new gem. I throw in a couple of goodies for you, and I load my boxes up. And the best thing is I will pay the shipping. So here you go. Placing your order of 75 or more. This goes for the next 2 weeks. And yeah, help me spread the word because the mystery boxes are a great deal. And because I did not do a BOGO sale this year for 2023, there will be stuff that came out of the annual catalog that's going in these boxes because I need it gone. So keep that in mind. Next 2 weeks, mystery box. Okay, so let's go on ahead and get started. So we're going to start with just one piece of paper in the back. This is shaded spruce. Let me get this all angled up here. This is shaded spruce, and it is regular card size of 5.5 by 4.25, but you're only going to have the one piece. It's not like a folded card because the other part of this is a piece that looks like this. And this one here, I'll have to give you a PDF tomorrow. This one is 4.5 by 2 3/4, so it's half the size, but I have scored it at 1/2 inch because this is the spot that's going to make it so much nicer to work with. So since I went to get my bone folder and then I got lost and I didn't get back there to do that, and now I don't see my tearing tape either, so that's fine. Oh, there it is. It was hiding. All right, I'm going to go on ahead and I'm going to put my tearing tape. And this is one of the first things you have to do on this fold. I always think of this as like, do you remember those doors like it? I think it was Lassie. Wasn't it Lassie where Timmy and all of them, and June Lockhart had the old, she had the I'm looking for my paper piece. Oh, well, doesn't matter. I use a toothpick. I can find anything that'll work. Oh, there it is. This is one of my favorite tools that they retired years ago. And I bought like a dozen of them at $2 a piece. So, tear and tape. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to pull this off. Anyhow, June Lockhart, I think, was with Lassie. And don't you remember how they had that Dutch door? And I always thought that would be so fun. And then I think, I don't know about that. That would have ants and that would have mosquitoes and you name it, would be in and out of the house. So, I think it looks a lot nicer than it really is. All right, so I need this piece to be tucked in here at the very bottom of this card, like so. And right along the edge, like so. Okay? There it is. So it's a perfect spot. Once that's in place, the rest of it goes down really easy. So we're going to start with a piece of this Merry, Bold, and Bright. And the nice thing about this DSP is that it allows you to use the other pattern later on. So many times it's Christmassy on both sides. This one's not. This one will work. So if you want to make some bright colored thank you cards in January and you don't really care if it's retired or not, guess what? This will give you bright, colorful ones, and not everything is Christmassy. And that's the part I like about it. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to put that on 5 3/8 by 4 1/8. There's no up or down to this pattern because some of the trees, I like the dark trees. That's one that really catches my eye. And I'm looking and some of the dark trees go up and some of them go down. So there is no right or wrong to this side. I'm going to take this one now. This is going to go really, really fast, by the way. The house cleaner is coming and I got to get myself cleaned up here on the island before she gets here. Okay. All right. So there it is. Now, do you remember that one that I did last week that had the note card holder and we had to cut it down and we had to cut across? This is so much easier to do. It is so much faster and it's neater because you don't have these little folds. You don't have all these little tags. You don't actually, gone down too far and then you got a little cut in the paper. So I don't like that. And you said your aunt and uncle had a Dutch door until they had squirrels using it to get inside. Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord have mercy. That would be awful, wouldn't it? Okay. All right. So now I need, and you know me, I love my mats. So I needed 2 of those. And I need 2 of these. Actually, I needed 3 of those. And 2 of those. And I've already done my greetings and my stamping because I knew you didn't want to sit there and watch me color. So I've already done that. So these 2 are 2 3/4 by 4 1/2, 4 1/4. And that may be wrong. No, it goes this way. All right. This piece has to go down first. So we need one of these, and this is 2 5/8 by 4 1/8, and this is 2 1/2 by 4, and that goes on here. And I want to have the extra pattern showing. I want the other, the dots showing with just the green. So we're doing kind of almost a monochromatic card. Morning, Arla. Johnny, you never had a Dutch door. Dad said he had plenty of hot air, mosquitoes, and flies in the house when he was a kid, so he had full doors closed all the time. That's the way we lived with it too, We never had a Dutch door. Jim, did you guys have a Dutch door on your farmhouse? He's not listening.
No.
Where the top of it open and the bottom's no?
Someplace there was one, but it wasn't ours.
It wasn't your house? Okay. Now, I will tell you that a Dutch door would be awesome if you were having a lot of trick-or-treaters because you could just leave that top door open all the time for the night of trick-or-treating. So, there it is. That's the first part. This is almost to the point you're going to say, this is it, Lola? It goes that fast? All right, so now we have this one again. And this one is the same as that one, which was 2 5/8 by 4 1/8, and I needed 2 of them. So we have to have 2 of them, and we needed the same one here. So I used 3 of this one piece. Mary, you said you had one, but it's inside from the main floor to the basement. So when the kids played down there, they didn't feel shut out. Or shut in the basement. I like that. We didn't get to play in the basement very often. We had a walk-in attic. off of my sister's bedroom. And oh my gosh, it was hot and it was stuffy and all the clothes, all the toys were in there. And my brother and them were not very nice to me, and they would lock me in there and turn the light off. And then then they get in trouble because the baby should never be treated that way. That's the way I felt. My mother was like, oh, you guys. That was when I was like 4. All right, so there's that. Now we have our white pieces, and our white pieces are 2.5 by 4. Should be, yes. And I went on ahead and I used the little images that is from the Festive and Fun stamp set. It didn't appeal to me at first. I don't know why. I thought it was going to be one that I really, really liked. Didn't like. I thought, no, it's too cutesy. And I think it's fun. It's a fun set. So this will be the last stamp I buy from the mini catalog because I've pretty well got what I want. Like that. And now we're going to do the same thing here. So really, it's a lot of the same pieces. So these two are the same pieces. The Granny Apple Green, you needed 3 of them so that you could put one here, and one under this mat. This one is the same size as the DSP, and you need 2 of these white ones like this. So very, very easy. It started raining there. Well, I had just finished up putting my blog, the final thoughts on it before I came to do this. And I said, it's beautiful outside. Sun was shining. And just like that, it's raining. It's raining already in Marceline, Jim. So there's its pieces. Now here's the whole trick to this. You're going to take it and you're going to try and get it fairly centered up here. But I'm only going to put adhesive on the bottom for now because if I put it all the way to the top, it's apt to touch or stick to my DSP below. And I don't want that to happen. So let's go on ahead and just go about halfway up. And I'm going to center it on my card so that it's about the same distance across from this side and this side, and about the same from here and up there. And then I have to lift it up and look at it head on. Because it was a little crooked. Okay. All right. Now, this time, I'm going to go on ahead and completely load up the DSP or the cardstock panel with adhesive. And to make sure I get good contact now, I'm even going to go on ahead and put some adhesive here. And I want to make sure that everything lines up perfectly. So, sprinkling here already. Oh, well. And there it is, just like that, guys. If you wanted to, it would have been fine to go on ahead and add a couple of mats under here. I decided it really wasn't necessary. Let's finish it up with some bling. And my favorite blings from the mini catalog right now are these. Adhesive back glittered sequins. I love them because they're flat. They are flat, and so therefore they're going to mail so much easier than some of those big bulky rhinestones. And we have, I think the color is Lemon Lime Twist and Granny Apple Green, I believe. And I want you to know that I did not use any dimensionals. This is like major big for me. Major big. All right. So, oh, that's kind of crooked now that I see it here. Oh, well. The other one's not crooked, so I'll bring it up instead. So I decided, I don't know what that is. He's got something, and I decided that I'm going to make it a Jell-O salad. So I made it lemon. lemon jello with something in it and whipping cream on top. So if you're wondering what I put on there, that's what it is. It's a jello salad. All right. So there's my cards, guys. Aren't they cute? And this is one from the grandparents' kid class this week. So I love this set. This is a really, really fast Facebook Live. Don't forget, mystery boxes start today. I will be posting. The host code is already attached. This will be on my blog. It will already have the link directly to the store. I pay the shipping on your box. All you have to do is place your order of $75 or more, and you're going to get retired paper. You're going to get retired stamps. You're going to get at least a punch bundle. You're going to get at least 2 die cut bundles. I give retired embellishments, ribbons and gems, other things, and I will tuck in a few new surprises in there too. So take advantage of this, and I will be rolling out a new promotion starting next week for a program that our church has here in this community and in Shelby County called Coats for Kids. And you know me, I'm a sucker for kids. So anything that I can do for a kid thing, I love to be able to help do this. And so this is going to hopefully raise money for the coats that they buy for all of the children in need. All right, so there's my cards. Take care. God bless. I love ya. Bye-bye. Oh, don't forget, Tina's going to be here tonight.